Okay, the sandbox and metaverse, right? Metaverse has become a huge word in the crypto space, and it is gaining a lot of attention. And I wanted to talk about Sandbox Crypto here, of course, the native token Sand, and give you some updates. Now, full disclosure, I don't own Sandbox, and that could be a mistake because Sandbox could be the largest metaverse play that comes out of all of this. Now, I do have some exposure to the metaverse. I'll show you what I do own here. Of course, none of this is financial advice, only for your entertainment purposes only. Hopefully, it gives you a perspective, maybe a jumping off point to do your own research. So let's jump into CoinMarketCap, where they have an entire category of metaverse plays here. And the metaverse itself makes up about $15 billion of the overall crypto market. What I do own are these two that are slightly above the sandbox by market cap. I do own ApeCoin and I do own Decentraland. ApeCoin's a $2 billion market cap, Decentraland just under 2 billion. Sandbox currently at around 1.7 billion, give or take. Now, if we scroll on down, I do own some Theta, which is just under the sandbox. I also own some Engine and Zilliqa as well. So I have some exposure here, but I could be missing out on the biggest player. And again, nobody really knows, right? I do think it's smart to have some exposure to this space. I do think something is going to come of it. And well, we're going to get into this, but Paris Hilton has attached her name to the sandbox. We're going to dive into that in this article. So, Sandbox is up 76% since June 19th. Now, it's still well off its all-time highs. Of course, Metaverse plays exploded late last year when everything, all the altcoins were running so hot. Now, Paris Hilton has just recently decided to have a Malibu mansion on Sandbox. This is virtually now, and is organizing events for fans that allow everyone to interact with her virtually in her Malibu mansion in Web3. Hilton's partnership with Sandbox has generated a lot of attention for Sand and also the metaverse events she has in store for her rabid fan base. Now, Sand's price growth is mainly triggered by its wide expansion internationally and in other markets. Many people see the metaverse going in a particular direction. Take, for example, Paris Hilton or any other celebrity. Imagine if you can meet with them virtually in the metaverse, right? Think about this in the business world. We do all of these business meetings in kind of a virtual environment. It's definitely a virtual environment, but it's not as interoperable and interactive as Web3 could be, right? We could see people's face on Zoom or Google Meet or what have you, but we're actually not there. What if you could physically be in a room virtually having those meetings? Now, I know that's kind of hard to wrap your brain around, but we continue to get more and more digital each and every day. I do see this technology going somewhere. Where exactly it ends up, I'm not sure, but I do want exposure to the overall market. Now, on the recent chart, the market has registered some small gains, which are said to be a perpetuation of the sideways market we've seen in the last few weeks. Sand, of course, the native currency to Sandbox, is utilized for this interactions and transactions that are made within this virtual world or Web3. The Sandbox provides players with a safe gaming landscape. It is going to be big in the gaming space as well. A lot of these metaverse plays are that keeps players secure from crypto market volatility and crashes. The platform remains to be one of the most popular and trusted projects in the GameFi space. We've seen a ton, and I mean a ton of different projects buy land in some of these top metaverse spaces like Decentraland and Sandbox as they gear up for the future of Web3. Now, exactly where this is going, I don't know, right? But here's what you could take away from this. The biggest Ethereum whales, we look at what they do, right? Well, they're buying the three biggest metaverse plays. This is an article written last month, about a month ago. Biggest Ethereum whales scoop up the Sandbox, ApeCoin, and Decentraland, and three more metaverse tokens. Fascinating stuff. Right now, again, I own ApeCoin and I own Decentraland. I don't have any Sandbox right now, but it might not be too late. And eventually I might get into a couple of these. But for right now, Sandbox, ApeCoin, and Mana, along with Engine and Axie Infinity, remain some of the top metaverse plays that the largest Ethereum whales are accumulating. And oh, yeah, I forgot this one, Yield Guild Games as well, YGG. So take that for what you will. I want to get your thoughts about this down below. Do you own any metaverse plays? Are you looking into the space? What are your thoughts on the space? Where do you see it going? I think we can all glean from that and learn from that. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out too. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you in the next video.